Hey guys and girls, Anthony 4x4 Diesel. We're going to do a quick, well it won't be so quick, but very important, detailed, but not too long, my vehicle setup video for our 2022 150 Prado. You know, we probably have a few vehicles, they come and go. They're not even necessarily all ours, we just get to use them sometimes, you know. It's a bit confusing, we won't get into that, but you know, cars, they just come and go, that sort of thing. But look, this is our 2022 150 Prado, and we did a series of videos and posts on those between our YouTube channels and Facebook groups, had a little competition with the free battery. But all that aside, what we're going to do, we're going to just quickly go through and have a look. Basically, we haven't done any further modifications since those 30 modifications, if you like. So probably the most important sort of things, because a lot of people are interested knowing that we specialize in this vehicle. We travel, we tour Australia, we hit the tracks, we do all sorts of things. Now this vehicle is not the track vehicle, so let's be clear about that. This is the touring setup vehicle. So some of the most important things that I do first is tyres. Now tyres, maybe not that important if you're not going off-road a lot and on those rougher tracks, but you can do tracks in stock road tyres, but the problem you got is reliability. So when you're going to hit the outback, that sort of thing, you need some strong tyres. And you know, we already know the BFGs, they're tested, proven reliable in the outback. Now, in fairness, some people hate them, you know, on the road, or particularly on the road in the wet. So credit where credit's due. 99% of people are happy with these tyres on the road in the wet, but 1% absolutely hate them. So fair's fair. Now, modification, so tyres, off-road tyres, we've got the Dobinson suspension lift. What we've got in the rear here, and I'm not recommending the remote reservoir, but we've got the adjustable remote reservoir. So what's known as MRA, monotube remote adjustable. Before was the MRR, monotube remote reservoir. Okay, so things have changed since then. I think we should have a look under the bonnet first, because the dual battery in the fridge setup is one of the first things you need to do in any touring vehicle. It's just a nice 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, parked down by the beach, and guess what? Everybody's gone. But you can hear the water, and at the end of the video we'll go and take a look at the beach and I'll let you know where we are. But back to the battery. So we've chosen the Century Dual Force. The reason I've chosen that is, I've said it before in other videos, but it was designed to compete with the Optima, and we love the Optimas. I really like the Optima batteries. Guess what? I really like things that are good value for money and really reliable, and if I like them, I'm going to tell you about them. And not only I like them because of what we see with our personal use and on our trips, but also all the vehicles that come through the Prado hospitals and all the feedback from all those people, plus all the feedback on our Facebook groups, okay? So the Dual Force, the reason is we're running 2 drawer fridges, which are really inefficient, and they need a lot more power than in our other vehicles. We've used the Optima 55 amp hour, so that probably wouldn't be enough to do what we want to do here, and this is barely enough. And there'll be more detail on that in our other videos. On both our YouTube channels, you can check our playlists, you know, batteries, solar, charging, this sort of thing, batteries, chargers, solar, this playlists, right? So just check playlists. But Century 90 amp hour Dual Force, no extra bracket needed on the later Prados. You can just sit it straight in there. It's already got the holes for the bracket. This is just a projector bracket there, but we've got an extra one, just custom, make it up out of a piece of plate yourself and paint it, that goes over the top to mount the fuse holders, and you can see all the wiring. We're not going into too much detail, but that is the battery we've chosen. Now, I've purposely left the clips out so I can show you. We've got the K-On DC charger bracket, which has been modified by K-On so that you can use a traditional Red Arc SPI 12 isolator. So basically, if the vehicle can, if the vehicle's alternator can charge 1 battery, it can charge 2 batteries. It's just like one big battery, if you like. When that's connected down there, that Red Arc SPI 12, that connects the 2 together. The benefit of using something like this, besides being, once again, really reliable, they've been around for a very long time and many people use them and they've been very reliable. You can manually connect the 2 batteries together. So if you want to use it for solar charging, whatever the case may be, you can just, for me, I don't run the wire inside and put a button. Why complicate things? So that little alligator clip, you just clip that anywhere on the positive terminal. So, you know, down here under those black caps there, or onto that bit of brass that comes out from where that red section is, anywhere on the positive, clip it on and they'll stay connected. Then you could have your solar panels plugged in here, and not only will it be charging this battery directly, it'll charge both. Or you can not have that connected and just charge this one, whatever you want to do. You know, if your alternator fails and you need to run the vehicle for whatever reason, you travel, you're in the outback, the alternator's failed, guess what? With this system, not with a DC-DC charger, no, but with this system, you can manually connect that if you like, and therefore have your solar plugged in here. You'll have it charging both the batteries, and then that will be providing the power for the batteries to be able to run the electronics to keep the engine running. Okay, what's another important mod? First things you do when you go off-road, these are the sorts of things. You need batteries for your fridges because you want to carry food, and most importantly, for the guys, the 94 or 5% watching, the beers, mate. They want to keep the beers or the drinks cold, and of course everybody needs some cold water and whatever they need. The other one's the compressor, right? We use the ARB compressor on the K-on bracket. No big deal. We're not going into the wiring setup of it, but that's what we've got under the bonnet. That's about it, I think. We haven't got it. Isn't that amazing? Look, it's not a big mess. You can see this is where the wire comes across from the other side, you know, to connect the two. That's what this big one in here. Details on our other, and there'll be more videos, so subscribe, turn the bell on, and you'll see those as they come out. You need to sort of keep up to date so you don't miss those announcements. Now, let's have a look. What else we got here? So this is the storage system. A lot of people have seen it before. We've got one in a 120 Prado, and this is kind of, I suppose, the upgrade or the downgrade. I suppose it depends how you look at it. You've seen this K-on table as well. Let's just get that opened up as well, and we'll have a look and see what's going on here. It's all about ergonomics, making things easy, travel light, whatever you can do. So obviously here we've got a simple drawer, no handles needed. There's a hole there to allow airflow. You just single hand operation, bang there. Oh, look, now you can see everything I've got in the drawer. Not too bad. Oh, washing, that's all right. Bit of olive oil there. Lucky, not too much evidence there. There's more things in the drawer, but that doesn't matter. And you can lock it up if you need to. Got another chopping board there. Rarely gets used, so you don't really need that. This is where the bags go. This is the pantry. This is where the food goes. You got your fridges. You can fit more food in there. And of course, up the top here, all your jackets, pillows, sleeping. You can jam it all in there. And we've got the K-on. Yeah, don't leave home without it, right? Because, you know, sometimes you just can't buy it. You go to the shops and it's just not there. We had to go to 4 or 5 supermarkets to get some, but anyway, there it is. We've got the jerry cans. We've got one jams in there at that side, another one over this side. We can fit 10 litres. This is a 20 litre fridge. Let's have a quick look right in there. And this one's a 30 litre, right? So bit of evidence in there as well, I know. 10 litre water container can go in behind that 20 litre fridge, just in behind there. We can fit another one of those jerry cans behind there, and between the seats and the back of the storage system, another 2 10 litre containers. So we've got 90 litres of water storage. So depending where you're going, you need water. You need to be able to use up every bit of storage space. That's the K-on storage shelf, the K-on cargo barrier there, obviously. These power outlet things, right? They're all just eBay specials, right? You pick these up, the 4 for about 20 bucks, these 2 for about, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 bucks, about the same. That's what we got in there. We're not going into the details, just trying to show you what the mods are. Obviously, we've got the Roller Titan tray up there, right? For those who are not sure, you never really heard of a Roller Titan, did you, right? Well, I didn't either. I was talking to K-on, I've said it before, and they said, oh, I wouldn't get the Rhino, I'd get the Roller Titan, it's much stronger. Hey, they didn't mention it's cheaper, but that's what we found out, and they're certainly a lot stronger, more solid and cheaper. And they've got a new mounting system, actually. I think it's either just come out or coming out soon. Yeah, but you know, you can check that on the Roller website to stay in touch with that, because I don't know what's going on. I'm not them, I'm just telling you what we use here. The K-on table just folds down nice and easy, and it is very strong. We've got videos on that showing 35 litres of water, which is 35 kilos, sitting on this. For the people that say, is that just screwed into the plastic? Yes, it is. You can muck around and change it and do whatever you like, but you can put 35 kilos on this table here, just using those screws into the plastic. So there's no issue there. And of course, you take this cover off, and you've got the rear storage cage, which allows you to put things like that in there, right? So that's what we do. In there, you've still got the tools, but you can get rid of that if you want. All right, what else? The most important mods, you know, you don't leave home without is you need a shovel, because with a shovel you can make tracks. Things like chainsaws and saws, you can make tracks, okay? And of course, we already talked about the compressor to let the tires down, and the really reliable tires so that you don't get punches. Well, reduce the chances. The suspension, a better ride, which is better for you and the vehicle, but also a little bit more height, so a little bit more clearance there, so that you don't scrape the underbelly. Depends where you're going. And of course, communication. So we've got the just got a little Oricom antenna on there. but with the K-on double header, double stack, you can put a light on there if you like. You can get, check out their website, they've got a few different types of lights and that sort of thing. Of course, we've got the windows tinted because I can't stand driving around. You know, you get burnt on the arms and sun shining in, it's just heaps of it. But the key thing here was the shovel, right? As cheap as it is, as simple as it is, we've just used the Roller Titan brackets that bolt directly straight on the side there, nice and easy. Nothing on the roof at the moment, as you can see. In the 120 we used to be able to put the fire extinguisher there, but in the 150 another good spot you can put it, and it's totally out of the way up here. Look at it, see it there? You know, that's solidly mounted up to that cargo barrier, and happy days, easy access. You can have one there. You can have one on the K-on bracket that goes on the front of the seat, right? Now, we had one there, we had that in the 2019, and I was going to put it back there. I think that was mod number 30, but you know what, I didn't have time, I didn't get round to it. And for whatever reason, I just quickly slapped it up there, and I just think I like it better up there, because one thing that I do down here is I stick, you know, like the thongs or the Crocs, you know, the spare shoes, you know, bang, they get ramped, and you can't do that. So it was sort of blocking a bit of my storage space, but I think I might end up with one there, might have two, because it's good to have it at arm's length as well. And of course you can see the Max Pro floor mats, don't leave home without them if you're going to off-road, all this gravelly stuff in there, you know. What I've been doing, I've been getting the kids onto it with the dustpan brush, and just brush all this out straight off the side. Doesn't end up all through the car that way, you know what I mean? So, and finally you can see the twin USB, and it's got a voltmeter. You can't read it, 12.8. We've put in those USBs, one there and a couple more over here, right? So those square ones for the later Prados, just off eBay, air on board. I think they're about 45 bucks each. So they're pretty expensive really for what they are. Looking around the vehicle, I don't think there's much else. So I think that ticks the boxes for touring, you know. I mean, they're my recommendations. You kind of need some tyres, the reliable ones, the KO2s, you know. I'm gonna, you know, I'll get around to trying some other tyres, but at the moment we've got a number of vehicles with Ks because they grip. The tyres, they just grip. They're reliable. So that's what, you know, when you got something that works, you just can't go past it. So more on these fridges. Look, I don't recommend them, okay? I've said it before, so I'll just keep it brief. If you want detail, you've got to watch all the videos. This is just one piece of the million-piece jigsaw puzzle, right? So we've got the charger in there as well, right? So if you pull up somewhere, you just grab your lead out. It's just sitting in there somewhere, wherever it is anyway, the end of the white lead, because these black ones, they're just short, as you can see. Well, you might be able to see, it's a bit dark, but that lead just goes to there. So I plug in, I think it's a 1 or 2 meter lead, and then you can plug it into anywhere you like. But the drawer fridges are really inefficient, okay? So they're really good for space. You can have the table down, drawers opens, bang, I've got access to 50 litres without digging through to the bottom of the fridge. That part's really good, okay? The battery handles it, don't get me wrong. You get to the next morning, depending on climate, I'm gonna say, if you've got a good charge from a drive the day before, some good solar, it's been plugged in and it's say, you know, 13, 12.9, 12.8, drops down, you know, an hour, let it settle a bit. So 12.8, like what it is now, you can see a compressor's running because out here it says 12.6. Just means, you know, at least one of the compressors here are running. They're sucking a bit of juice. In the morning, it's going to be on above 12, which is, you know, pretty good, but it could be 12.1, 12.2 or 12.3 is typically what I'll see the next day, running 2 fridges. And that's even consistent, you know, up in the Kimberleys with 30-degree temperatures during the day, 30 plus, even hotter in the car, of course. And when we got all the bags in here, the lack of airflow to all the fridges, the heat transfer is a problem, but that's what you get. So the battery does the job. Now, if we were to not have these and have a proper fridge with proper insulation, it's going to use a lot less juice and the battery's going to do it even easier. But at the end of the day, that auxiliary battery is really the sacrificial battery, right? This is the good battery. We need that to be reliable to start the vehicle so we don't get stuck somewhere. This is the sacrificial battery. It gets hammered, it charges phones, it runs fridges, it runs lights, it runs whatever you like, right? It doesn't actually run the compressor. No, the compressor wiring goes back here because the compressor works faster and better, getting absolute maximum. Look, you could probably go to this one anyway because of the size wires we've got and all that sort of thing, but the wire seems to be the perfect length to come around here and do what we've done. That's how we roll. Then you don't have to cut it, you don't have to extend it, it's just perfect. You don't want to have to extend the wires too long. You're going to get voltage drop. You want to keep the compressor, in my opinion, up in the engine bay, out of the way so it's not taking up space in the vehicle. Pop your bonnet. We've just got our switch on the K-on bracket there, right? And that's about it, guys. Just sort of let you know. So for a touring setup, I mean, all your top, I used to say the top mods for a touring setup was a bull bar. There you go, right? That's what I used to think and believe. Tyres, a lift, and a UHF. Now I've changed, because that was really, well, it all depends. Each to their own, right? So I'm not saying you can't have a bull bar, but what I'm saying is it definitely dramatically changes the handling of the vehicle. It drives a lot nicer without a bull bar. I know that because I drive heaps of bull bars and plenty without them. And when I get into those vehicles without the bull bars, I go, even if it's an old 120, that is just beautiful. You know what I mean? So just consider it. If you're traveling in daylight hours, you know, we did 60,000 Ks in the 2009, and that's all touring kilometers basically. We didn't hit anything. In the 120, hundreds of thousands of kilometers. We didn't hit anything. Let's say that we didn't want to. There was one occasion where there was a heap of roos, and it was like we had the option to slow down or whatever, but they were only small and most of them stayed out of the way. But not good, right? I mean, that's not what you want to be doing. So without a bull bar, you're going to take more care. Never hit something that I didn't want to, if you like. It's a bit like the winch. Never needed to use the winch on previous vehicles. I'm talking lots of vehicles, they come and go. I said that at the start, right? Things come and go. You know, vehicles are just vehicles, they come and go. Anyway, roof rack, I mean, you need to fit your gear on there, don't you? So you need that storage space, you need your shovel for the tracks, you need your tyres, you need your suspension for clearance, you need your compressor to let your tyres down, you need some shovels or saws and stuff like that. We said shovels. You need your UHF for communication. We've got to be able to communicate with each other, and that's pretty much a touring vehicle. You know, of course, naturally, the battery to run the fridges, you're going to keep things cool, and some storage. You know, Kayona got back to the back again, right? So we've got this storage system. This is actually fairly light, okay? This is a prototype, and we haven't found someone who's going to manufacture yet, but we've got a better idea, because Kayona have already got the cargo barriers. Kayona, you know, when I say Kayona, I say it too quick. This is what we're talking about, right? So have a good look. They've got a website, you can check out their stuff, right? Not me. Kayona isn't me. I don't care. I'm just saying, right? Quality products, quality company, value for money, Australian made. I'm just saying, that's what we use, that's what we like. When we need something, they make it, they listen. So we've got the storage area up there, we've got the cargo barrier. Now they've got these dividers, so if you've got a fridge, you can get their divider to go from the top of your drawer to there or whatever. And I've got a feeling, I could be wrong, so don't hassle them or ask them, but I've got a feeling they're going to have, so then you can put one each side of the fridge, put one over the top, and then, so instead of having this thing built or buying it off whoever for thousands of dollars, for, I don't know, 100 or 150 or 200 bucks a piece, whatever it is, different sizes, different prices, maybe your kit price will be cheaper and all that sort of thing, for, I don't know, maybe under $1,000, you're going to get all the pieces you need. So you can have your fridge in there and store your stuff on top of your fridge and have dividers and whatever you need. You know, it might be a couple $100 worth of pieces for you, it might be 500 for someone else, but the point is it's light, it's strong, it's universal, you can mount things to it, you know, whatever. So if I had my time again, I'd probably look into what they're doing. So everybody needs to be careful before they go ahead and get drawers, because not everybody needs drawers, if you know what I mean. Some people just need dividers and plastic containers, and then it's easier to take out when you're not using it. When you get to camp, you can just take it out and go put it over there, as opposed to, you know, I suppose you can take the whole drawer out, can't you? But yeah, look, containers and dividers and things like that can be a lot more universal. This is you know, this is cool, but not for everyone. Anyway guys, that's about it. Just wanted to show you the rig setup so far. We're not planning a lot of other things. I'll let you know as it happens. This is the touring setup. We're going to probably get an awning of some sort on there, whether it's a cheapie or a 270 or whatever the case, which brand this, I'm not sure, doing some research on that. So an awning will be going on. I'll let you know. I hope you liked it. Let's go and show you the beach quick. Okay, sorry about the wind, just a light breeze. Dunboggin, Black Butt picnic area, right? So little bonuses when you wait to the end. This is going towards a bit of touring information. If you want touring information, you get onto our other YouTube channel, 4x4 Adventures, and we show you where the adventures are at, the tracks. Lots of mixed information on there. You don't have to watch them all. You can just watch, you know, 4x4 Diesel, you kind of need to watch them all. There's a few you can exclude if it's not relevant to you, but you know, 4x4 Adventures, just pick the ones you want to watch, get into it a bit, see if you like it, and like always, check out those playlists. From where I was, it's just a quick walk here through the dunes. You can see sun's just setting, so it's not as nice beach as it was before when the sun was out. But have a look at this, how many people? And yeah, you can bring your 4x down and get on the beach. All right, you can see the tracks. Right, nice firm beach down here. Happy days. All right, that's a video. You know the deal. Subscribe, turn the bell on, and we're going to be back on deck for parts, bookings, inquiries. I'm going to get smashed. I'll do the best I can. I'm putting it back to you to remind me. We'll be back on deck, ready to get smashed, 8 a.m. Tuesday morning, the 26th of April. And in case anyone missed it and they're actually watching this far, Monday's parts day. The phone number is for, not to ask questions about how to fix your car and what oil to use. It's for parts, kit purchases, or inquiries to book into the Prado Hospital or our 4x4 Diesel workshop partners, other Prado hospitals, right? That's what it's for, okay? All the other information and questions, you can use our Facebook groups and pages. Keep watching videos and you'll eventually see that screenshot with a page. The information is included in the videos. It's a whole package. Have a look at this. I just love the beach when nobody's here. Look at that. Not a car, not a person. Just beautiful. I'll see if I can get a couple of photos. It's a bit late though. It doesn't look so good with the sun off it. There's a couple of birds over there waiting for a feed as well. No, not those birds. You know, the ones that fly. Anyway, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. See you. Oh, a little bit of bonus info. If you hung around, this beach will be full of pippies. Right, well, you know, to some people they're called cockles, right? Pippies, cockles, whatever. Like some people eat them, some people use them for fish bait. I use them for fish bait, I don't eat them, but some people love them, right? Here they are, right? Pippies, right? This one, it's a goer. Have a look at that. Mate, if you were hungry, there's a feed right there, right? Inside there he is anyway, whatever. Bada bing. Like I said, I'm going. See ya. Yep, so just up from Diamond Head and look at it. Awesome beach, and I'm sure it gets busier than this, but not today. See you guys.